Hi, please tune in to Women's Voice Online TV for your news, entertainment, and remember, it's the only online TV that focuses on women and girls. Stay tuned, always.
Women's Voice Online TV.
You dey watch Women's Voice Online TV, ensure say every day you stay clue to the fine program them wey dem dey put every day.
Not to all success story easy, and not to all struggle self-visible, but for boku woman and girl pikin dem, the journey is full up with boku strength and sacrifice dem. Na that make this platform dey exist for talk about things dem like this, for share real life experience dem, for celebrate achievements dem, and also for address certain challenges dem wey woman and girl pikin dem dey face. Because for protect the cause of woman and girl pikin dem mean say you for team up tranga one with them, you for listen to them, and you for also support them growth.
Women's Voice Online TV.
Watch Women's Voice Online every day and be part and parcel of this journey in the life of women.
Be you man or woman, tune into Women's Voice Online TV.
Sometimes the day you they do something, but we for go viral, you know they go. When a good thing, where you come be woman, then go admire you and then go emulate you. But you know they be. But now that we get this online, I think say it will go far and wild, so that the other woman then go see the importance of woman there.
Inside Women's Voice Online TV, all voice matter and all stories self-important. And this not only the beginning for protect the cause of woman and girl pikin dem.
With Brocal Commercial Bank's SimCopper app, it's fast, safe, and reliable.
Tired of standing in the queue? Do all your banking transactions with the Brocal SimCopper without leaving your seat. Fast, safe, and easy.
You can download the app from App Store or Play Store.
Star 919 hash with or without internet.
You can send e-copper to any mobile number.
Send and receive money instantly.
QR codes, you can take your business digital.
Across banks and mobile money accounts in Sierra Leone. Instant payment across Africa.
So, what are you waiting for? Download the SimCopper app now.
Brocal SimCopper, banking on the go.
So welcome to another edition of Tea Time. Today we will look at the reports and the survey where BBC Media Action conduct recently in Sierra Leone. Waiting inside these reports, we self as journalists know because the time they will be the practice, nobody not been there for the survey. Harassment was everywhere, so we don't get people there. We don't think say there is harassment going on in the media. Some of you know me get channel for go speak up, but now we tell BBC Media plenty thank you. We didn't think about this initiative. Not all tell for the callers people them. Though they look at examine we self where they talk about issues that where they affect we in this country. We perfect is how we newsroom them. So today for push the discussion further, we get a senior colleague we come out from the BBC Media, one of the senior projects officer. Her name na Tina Conte. We all know say he get in two capacity. Now we Secretary General and women in the media. But today they are in the capacity as the senior project officer from BBC Media Action. So Tina, just tell Fambule good morning.
Good morning, Fambule, and good morning to Women Online TV. I'm glad for there because this girl for do it woman there, and anything I see woman then they go up, especially in the media landscape. I can feel so proud, and like you, I can say you know a pusher. I really admire you because starting from a newspaper to now an online TV, then they see at least we as women then now get a space for make we voice and be heard. Okay. And I'm glad for there this morning.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to sip me tea because this I need for enjoy this too. You see the cup and I'm a face there. Courtesy of Sapsi Kalom. Women lifting women. Are there initiative I want for see? Not so for the lift to self no back on Gusa. or per man business. When you see company they do well, compliment her. I see the cup. This I go bluff with and say this here done. Thank you very much, Sapti Column of 98.1. I'm a travel hobby. And we can make plaba, we know now. I know say you dey watch this program today. I've been telling you say today I dey hype you say. So Tina, back to business, back to the topic. Now look at why the BBC media decide for conduct this survey.
Okay, so this survey, not so like BBC Media Action sponsor am, but now one IFRA, the Women in News, na them day before we do this survey, we work together with them and also with the City George University in London. We in a leading university with the, in terms of conducting research them. So BBC Media Action may say I'm necessary because of recent we don't get other engagements them looking at how women then they in terms of the media waiting don't they affect them. And one thing we've become clearly now that the issue of sexual harassment. We're not so only in the newsroom, but even we then they go out in the field of reporting with them sources, them contributors, them they can face this anywhere. So being say, okay, now we look at this thing because people then can say like where one or two people then can speak up and say, who's reports where they back up for say harassments they happen at the media. So then do this report. So now we can see as woman there, we get the reports. The reports the way they show say there is an harassment going on in the media, and same way so female journalists then, because this we just focus on female journalists and women the way they work within the media, and also the survey also cover man them because we not only limit and say let it be woman then, but let it be people away there within the media landscape, be you man, be you woman, be you who died and think say, okay, now they're not one for name them as man or woman. We cover them all, and the reports and the outs now, the data's and they, and we know say this is speak, and I think now term this so with this data's and now right for say okay, this we need for push and advocates for see how we go put a stop or maybe minimize some of them issues.
So now look at the report. You say the report they out now. So now we do analysis of the report. Is it that the reports is it encouraging, or for law we say our journalists we for set the pace? How the report they don't just analyze. Is it encouraging or it worse than?
So because this is not the first term then conduct a research like this on sexual harassment, we're not going to compare now because like not all salon no more than do this. They do in other countries like Zambia, they do in other countries, African countries, in Kenya, different countries there. And we watch at the now because of them, we don't they do them survey there and then country. Then Kebu say now from this same way we then start for do this because the last report was in 2020. But this is not the first time for law we do in a salon. So we're not going to say it worst. We're not going to say it don't minimize. We're not going to say, okay, now the rate of reporting don't improve. We can't because this is the first. But even this data now speaks, it's something alarming and something we need for be addressed. We're not going to say, okay, the data they don't count, this is not the first thing, so we're not going to compare. But even the data that will come out show say that is something alarming, and stakeholders, authorities, they need for pay attention to some of them things, and if they want female journalists for thrive.
So generally, just give you statistics.
Okay, so where you look at the different forms that we then look at harassment, we cover both man and woman as I say. You get for look at verbal, physical, rape, and same way so physical sexual harassment. So where you look at the people and we partake in this online survey where we been put out, now 298 journalists them participate in this, and out of they you get 138 women them where like take part in this, and 145 man them, then 7 people are when a gender non-conforming, and 8 we choose not for describe themselves without them be. So all now 298 people in partake in this. So where we look at the common one, they say now online and verbal abuse according to wetin the survey say. The common sexual harassment na online and verbal, and wey show say for the percentage we get 27 for the country percent show say female journalists and male journalists and say they don face 27% don face an harassment. Some say okay, me not face am, but I don hear the person don discuss this. So we break all the way 7 day wey dem watch at the sub-African sub-Sahara Africa wey in dey at 33%, whilst we Salone we get at 27. So where you look at also the verbal, 54% of women they wey partake say they don't face harassment verbally, whilst 26% of men then say they don't face and the gender non-conforming them na 40% we say them back don't face harassment. Then for the physical, 21% women then say they don't face physical harassment. 21%, yes, of the one that we participate. Then for the online, we see in really high. We get for do with 57 for women them, 32 for man them, and 69 for the gender non-conforming section of them. Then we also look for in terms of rape. You go even shock for no say women them back there. 5% say they don't rape them.
Inside the media.
Inside the media, but then some of them issues are not being reported because of one or two things. Say we'll go for talk later. 4% of the man them back say we respond and say they back then rape them. Then 18% of people that will not disclose.
So then seduce them.
Well, according to the questionnaire, the questions that we ask,
the definition of rape na single penetration. So the seduction, woman not able for rape man. So then how we rape her?
Depending on the age of the man though, maybe the woman they wake up with them thing they to then have somebody way
I know one bias now, but woman they rape man. That's seduce.
So now that you we get another
discussion for another day.
Then back say some man they will participate say they rape them. So that's it. So when you look at the reporting, we're very worrisome. Where some of them things are they happen, but say they report the verbal woman then say 28% say they reports, whilst the man they say 19% say them back reports. Then the other side of we say the gender non-conforming then say 75% then say themselves reports. So when you look at all them things and in terms of online, physical, rape and verbal abuse, you dey see a pattern for say in all this woman then percentage really dey high. Even though man themselves they report say themselves they face some of the harassment in it, but woman themselves talk say then your own percentage high really out of the one that we don't see.
So how we go able compare Salone in your results to other countries where they do the same report?
So I would say because Salone now the first thing this will we do they go ask for let we able compare, but we then combine the whole sub-Sahara Africa in the at 33%, where Salone we stand at 27, where also show say we own really they up there also. And as I say in terms of like other countries them like Tanzania, then they far now. They even they see now how denting and they don't they reduce because of then they get women they now they speak up. Even big people and the media they afraid where even women say okay this happened to me, they see authorities and they come in for take immediate action. But for we for Salona, this is a starting place where the survey also look at different things in terms of reporting our organizations and they respond to some of them their reports they are whose mechanism where at all present or so where I go say for now we don't they push small we don't they see some progress and don't they go through because we been get the also the gender working group where WIMSAL they lead on, where we don't they see some stance and on the way itself. So that issue of where they say where the reports register say there is no mechanism, we should say because mechanism not the so people woman or man they refuse not able to report. At least then they go can reduce a bit if at least we start.
So yeah, as we get inside the studio with we, Mary and Tina Conte from the BBC Media Action as they don't explain about what it entails inside the survey reports. We then collaborate with Winifra for pool. So now we continue the program proper one. The report indicates say women experience harassment twice than the man them. But yet still some of them not be the report all this while. As you mentioned earlier on, some even indicate say they rape them, but no reports. What if you say that some of the reasons that then they will make some of them be they hold back some of the information there?
Alright, if you look, because they don't cover the areas of why some people reports, on the first side, why women twice don't face harassment. You see how the media last week environment, and if you see most of the one they will get the big media houses, they get for CC Amande.
Yeah.
And if you watch, if this survey they really go down to media houses owned by women, you will still say lesser than side them way
Man them, yeah.
the man them being the boss them, when are producers or editors. You dey see the pattern because they are male dominated, and that's what make woman them more get their issues than man. And we know the society most woman for even say they go harass man.
Yeah.
But man they now for the fact that they get the power or they get the influence over this individual when a woman, they can take advantage at any time. No matter whether you be or whatever, they can just take and say, me na man, if I want something I can get it. So now I make you see woman twice the amount bigger than the man. And also when you look at the perpetrators of when they commit them there, the report say 35% of the women they were responsible, and the man their company inside the
Media.
and then harass them. Whilst 18% they say na they want them boss. So that 35 therefore look at the one the way we all are reporters and presenters and this that inside the media environment.
Newsroom.
There, yes, the newsroom. Then 18% saying responsible get the harassment from the law system. Some 15% say from the direct supervisors. So you see how the thing be. Whilst the news system, only 13% say when they go out for the interview, they can face it. But you watch all this, you see them say, now because of one, now man the Muslim at times we can they around.
Yeah.
You watch the media, if I should say for women's voice, if you watch women and they about man and still you see
Then they
some
are
offices the obvious something and one or two men you see. Why is the man they plenty and you know other things that they can happen. And then harassment like as they say then all they focus on you go church woman body or you go
because I just want for ask
even the words
yes
where some man and they use
when are the verbal right
when are the verbal.
okay
You go see this woman he come and see happy and say how you khaki you bobby so and then how you wear skirt so some of them things that you can see and say no more is normal but not all women they accept certain things and they say it's okay by some man they say I'm saying very embarrassing and anything we do when embarrassing to person when the person don't accept or even if because at times waiting back we find out na salon na that we say we don use for play, we don use for joke. So at times dem can even do an assignment wey e dey shame and wey you no dey get control of or even say okay let's stop this. So e left to we back as woman dem for know wetin na joke or decide the way we dey draw line or say no, you no for do this. If you do this you dey harassing and something like this and all like that.
So apart from the verbal and the non-verbal harassment we occur, them be tell na anything different as in people explanation dey be different as to how dem face them harassment sending.
Well, they not put a question. That's what they do a survey. Then they ask general questions.
Yeah.
But then they go deeper. But
Okay.
when come into this one where you ask, therefore do with the consultations what we do earlier this year, because we will look at how we front like for establish a reporting mechanism for them harassment cases. It can show say so woman they talk and play. Say now before then they come at the media or like the first week where they even dey in the media house and then they face some of their harassments again. At times in the lesson if maybe so they don't understand the working environment, then they will make not to all man again they can't foolishness to you or bring them with suddenly. But that early stage, that early career stage of woman, and they more based on the one the way we consult because we do a nationwide consultation. They say na they more than to face and where it can to like sources there now like the contributors now we programs them. They say at times a person they say now this person for example say na partition wants like an interview.
Yeah.
At times the bosses themselves can know say this person want this person.
So
that and can go do this thing. You know say when you go there you go make we get this business so want from this person. So at times the bosses themselves can push their woman there expose them to some of their harassment that wey they can face.
But yet still they know the reports.
They know the reports because one of retaliation, two loss of job. We know at times how it difficult for their persons to tell you don't deny at least 2 months down you dey get you have. Then you can report, then they say this person na so you don do, dem begin watch a way lost job and we know how the media dey. You dey see the connection of a person wey dey na e be padi with this, e be padi with that. So woman dey this survey cover am wey dem dey fear say we dey fear say for report we lost we job, retaliation of because they see how some bosses can react to some of them things and they go see some woman dem go face discrimination for the rest of their career. We can even make some woman they left the media because they say we get a report we want and where we dey be even then they lead to that no I no want talk because I no want a female like saying na this. The lady left he left in media house because in boss harass am and when he report to I think the CEO when he report to the boss say what you think say na better thing at times the way the boss say back in respond to some other things like he discourage even woman dem for come.
Yeah, because like you just can say adults why somebody for come then talk there to you begin make like you don't understand the way then they so be I feel like the newsroom or the media organization they get a big role for play in all of this. Yes, so how if you say then go create that safer environment for especially women them?
So make you normally say one thing first we notice out of the consultation what we do for establish the reporting mechanism. We notice say you know say the media not get a sexual safeguarding policy.
Okay.
They not even get an anti-sexual harassment and the reason. Femi, I don't know if you get
when are the mandate of SLAG I guess.
No, even besides SLAG.
Yeah, the in-house. We get a gender policy.
We get something where they say this me office and then they encourage in-house relationship and then it's a zero tolerance to harassment and not for see you knock woman waist and not for see you this some office and get it they're open with it but we can see the media wetin dey happen you see a female journalist they can this media, you don't even get induction for know whether if some of them laws there exist or them policies there exist. Sludge gets the gender policy, but the gender policy very silent in terms of harassment. Wetin dem focus on given position in terms of management or whatever level na the media houses for say okay if you get a station manager or an editor as a man, let's tell the deputy editor or the deputy station manager be woman. Na that day the gender.
I think that slash need for review. I mean, too they can go AGM. We need for review because you know for look at the position aspect.
Yeah,
Then if we talk about gender policy, then inside there we get to get every media house for be compulsory say you forget a gender policy.
I know that the whole finance that because Sludge and they say they make like IMC enforce that if you go for gold union and something like that the way you can sign up to. But we even the struggle for see even media houses for accept. Then now comes the sexual harassment. But me no say if as woman then.
Yeah, because we push for them because we get more women than now.
And raising their awareness.
Yeah.
Because one thing back will be noticed for the one day training where women of online be even take part. Now that women voice will take part now that some women are not even know it's in harassment. Because we just don't normalize things there.
They know, yeah, so they know, but then they take am differently. They don't know say when man touch you breast na harassment. Exactly. Like when una report highlight them kind thing. So the need for BBC Media and WIMSAL work together for ensure say every journalist know wetin na sexual harassment.
So I think this na time for we the women in the media for push for ensure say we get. I know say if we even raise up and say we need for do this, we will get people that will back we up in ensuring that we get anti-sexual harassment for media houses or a safeguarding policy for media houses we go able help the woman. Because if we get something they refer to, if people they know say there is this law, there is this policy, I think that they will minimize some of the things the way women in the face. But if man because even by the engagement, one man say later day or even talk say harassment they happen. Now so me back me tell her say no, the later they come out soon.
Oh, now the male journalist and ask you that question.
Because we involve everybody and some of them and they know say them woman they are keep confining them say this person they harass me, this person they try for make me into day to day, or this person they try for send me for go for money for them because for that use me body. They are aware of them things and but they don't speak because they are their friends. Now them party them, now they come there the way they chill and wait. So now a time this for the we raise their awareness and woman them. And the good thing recently, I think last week, we go donate some a startup kit for the reporting mechanism. We're now out of their engagements we will do since it's necessary for establish a reporting mechanism. So we'll buy phone, we'll buy computer, we'll buy a desk for this. Like the basic things that we need. So like waiting WIMSAL and the other bodies that we under the gender working group, we therefore do now for say we get a dedicated line. Where if a female journalist not feel confidence for go out and report this, you get different
line way go
for this, either through email, either through a chat, something. Or we want for even see say we get box system now big media houses or even any media houses who say woman plenty for if sometimes we can't just put up something there. Or we get safeguarding people in other media houses there where women will feel confident for talk with if they face some other issues.
Yeah, the other issue they give I just want to ask you now you don't throw light on the issue about confidentiality. And all of this survey owner do. Some person can say this I don't want justice, but let this information be confidential. And some also can say I want justice. So when I get them kind two people in inside this survey.
So on the CI mechanism, when the sexual exploitation abuse and harassment, the one way we do not somewhere because this our NIFLA conducting general, the one way we do the consultation then the reports show say you know they get a reporting mechanism. The key thing, therefore, do with
confidentiality.
Yes. If anything, if these 10 people are not like feel confident, so use this mechanism, you know they get people for top. The privacy for protecting.
Yeah, because the person for feel
so
if you be confident, so the one the way they talk, yeah.
Now for now we get person we very neat man. Where even if last say this person a man, na in guy reports. Let's be very professional.
Yeah, I the handler.
And ensure say that person they we even put step them. We highlight some side because like I say, not all man go want for go court. Not so all man go this. So we even recommend. So now I make Aki say they look for money back for push this thing because if this person lost his job, at least for that first 6 months.
Yeah, like your side will get
a stipend where they get every month. We go make go pay. If woman dey don see okay, if I report this matter, I no go lost my job. I will still get me livelihood. I go still survive. Then they go make the reporting rate go high. Because if I not say any carry in the next 6 months, if I the time once get another job, if I report this, now they go make woman they go come.
Yeah, and it can also be a challenge for let somebody speak up. Because you know say if I talk, obviously they get for sack me. And if they sack me, how we able get a source of living?
Even if you're not sack at times you can even look at
you're not comfortable again. Especially when involved in boss.
Exactly.
But if na a colleague, then
so
it can
stay.
So
questions there where they even ask, what if na me boss? So like for we na the BBC. If me boss do anything like that, I know the channel what they report to. Because there are already established channels thing. Where this I go report this boss and I tell them say I don't want to say them go say that me. You go see them go investigate that boss. That boss no go even know say nothing and I report to.
That if you not the victim.
If you know, no, even if me not the victim, and even if I then I environment and say an harassment they happen, I suppose to be a whistleblower.
Yeah, but in the circumstances where you are the victim, obviously boss get for no. Except he harass all.
The perspective of BBC.
Oh, okay.
Except as say me once now for let this man know say na me reporter. If I don't want now, then they investigate that man.
In a very neutral way.
Yes, they don't even know say nothing I report.
Oh, okay.
Except so that me one get a woman at this office.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
One get a woman. If they watch me all, if they want to say.
If they find that back say you don't harass you all.
You don't even know.
So you go to choose that say who's swap there why I will go report me.
As the WIMSAL and the gender working group now, I think this is now for let me able to see them. We ensure we create a mechanism where everybody go trust.
Yeah.
Where go be say if I report this, there will be an action.
Exactly.
So now inside this phobia, we even work with the lawyers. You know, so then they give pro legal services. If now this person want for go courts, even if you not get the money, at least we get like lawyers where they chip in for say okay we'll stand for you. We get Rainbow Initiative where go help in terms of counseling, in terms of providing medical assistance. We even get some of the women where they self go provide the basic medical way self where we need if anything, if maybe it results to even a rape.
Okay.
So we get all them with them and we did in partnership with them and they're fully involved and they are aware of say something that this is time for the established. So now 10, we don't do what we get for do, we don't hand over them to the woman journalists and to SLAG to MRCG for ensure say they work and see some of them things they are work and be implemented.
So the report is out there, the survey done, the report is out. What next?
So what's next? I think therefore do it. We as senior journalists. And they say we because are they part of WIMSAL and our own an executive position. For that we see how we dey lobby, push, write projects them. Because I not tell you lie, this not will succeed if we not get the funding.
Indeed.
And if we look at say empowering women, empowerment get for look at the safety of that woman and workplace or in line of duty wetin dey do. If you no feel safe, you are not empowering nobody
at all.
Until we create that safe environment, then the person, because if I feel safe, that day alone na empowerment. For say I can grab to the account of my office, I no dey fear say my boss there for harass me. I no dey fear say my boss go sack me because if I talk to or whatever. So I think it's a time for where we as female journalists go out there, seek funding, make this year so loud, let people aware say there is this report out and sexual harassment not a secret, e dey out there, and we try for utilize the mechanism. Let woman not dey na a corner again, if face an harassment, if they say, hey, how you can report? I think Winsal we don dey try because looking at the few cases wey don come as I say, some dem decide say no, I no want for let this go out or let I get a legal way to say. But we don dey intervene in some of them issues and them cases and they can come.
There are times we not able for go directly to Wimsal. So on a state any recommendation for the media institution there on how they go able for prevent the harassment and promote inclusion in the newsroom?
So one first thing get for do is for them we get the harassment policy in every media house.
Okay.
Because inside law dey. If they see some institution and say, yeah, office woman's not there. If you law dey, even if you know they do then they show say na out of office. If law dey on side, then the awareness dey then raise this issue say there is this and this one that they do, this one that they do, this one I do to woman they very wrong. I think when person aware of something, then they will be the mindful of the actions they around woman, of even choosing the words them. Who they say because we see the verbal, na in the eyes of even choosing the words them wey they say to woman. So first now for let media houses look at how then they create an anti-harassment policy for the media houses and ensure say they enforce anybody wey default. Because at times they see this person don't carry reports, they say okay una go be and they send this person. We get the issue of this lady Umu.
Yeah, yeah.
Carry reports na the free tongue. They say okay, then state am back na position. They send the person back to that person. Una no find way for address this until I say no bra, this na a no. You're not supposed to happen in the workplace. There is this penalty na this penalty if you continue for do this or if you get any reporting again for this or say one marginalize am because na dey ekimiki.
Yes.
Say okay, until don't go report me now. If I get side for senior, I need send you. Or if society the way they get to living, it became reduce some of them privileges today where that person really get. So how best a boss system back for being intentional for ensure that they enforce some of them needs there at the workplace. I think now that we get that inclusion we talk about the woman they feel safe and the office system will be able to do their work.
So with all of this implementation with the BBC Media Action don't do, how una they see that particular section of Salon Media institution there? How una they look at them in the next, let's just say 5 years?
Okay, so perhaps if maybe some of the one that will be consulted to have the hypocrites or they tend for we say okay we stand for this but it's not clear. But I think say the willingness. Even from the leadership of Sludge, other big with the IMC, there is the willingness because where we engage even IMC say no this I think that's in this will really need for push and they shall say it happen again more. So going to the AGM as we go, I think that's in this way we foresee Sludge prioritize and ensure say we push this some kind way wey go make all media houses see am say na something wey dem for pay at ten tion to. Because far too long dem know dem be know same thing really happen but dem no just like be dey give am and say you na big woman you for know how you dey work am out. So in the next years dem wey for come I go still say yes. Maybe the next report wey dem go do again on sexual harassment I go believe say we go get a decrease in some of these things there. if at all you know wipe out, but it will minimize.
And Mrs. F go hope for see that because it don't too much. People away some of we can look up to na this media and they actually can count on talk them to we way. Yes.
For the kind of person we go say this person, but it is, and it left to be back as the woman journalist. Even the young people like I should say, if person comes and I tell them play, say no black.
Sure.
I respect for you, and I don't think say you supposed to do this story, and I don't want for let this continue. It's time for let we speak up.
Yeah. So as you rightly say, we the woman in the media now we for una don't do una best from the BBC media. Follow we popularize them. Now we the woman journalists them. Therefore take the lead, and as they can go AGM on Friday, Saturday with the McKinney. So we intend for push this report, so we debate them during the AGM. When I get that intention there.
Yeah, I think in the executive group, the vice president will also say that we try for push for a resolution where we president they engage / president for see we get a session.
Yeah.
And where I think that they will really help a lot if we get a discussion there. Because this we get a lot of people there in the room. And this also is secret again because most of some of them managers and then are the regions so then be part of their consultation and even the training will be for some women. So I think this will just be something that will go help for push more the discussion.
So this report is just this year we get for be annual. We get for this year.
So the last one we one if like that now been inside 2020. So if possible back say it will take maybe 3 years or 5 years for let we get another one. But we will see how things are going to be.
But the sensitization go still go on wise waiting.
No, this don't mean say when you go down, all the advocacy or the campaigns that we do around this thing will go down. As I say, electoral winners, women in the media. For law we champion some of the things there. One thing also for Duna for law make this year popularized.
Yeah.
Even the mechanism they try for establish, let be popularized. Let people know how for use them, how for reports. Now then different side the way they be. If you dey Kaila, we dey Kenema, you dey inside, you want for reports. Waiting at the easy way we go able report some of them things. So I know say the next one will get now the a survey on this again.
On the harassment
again. The secretariats will keep go wait to go ensure go be part of the information we will carry into the next report we will go there for.
Yeah, so before you go, just tell Fambule your last final word for this program today. In all of this, we want for commending now, but you self and lady fears of, especially the one that will take part, and the one that safe way for take part in the next one.
Okay, so I will say my own final message here for doing it. We as women then, we need to speak up. Something where you know say you don't want for that continue to happen to you. Just talk am. Because the more you talk am, you amplify some of the things then they will make you get a result. But if something happen to you, say no, me I dey left me case give God.
Yeah.
Solution no go dey and person no go help you. I no go tin up say okay, for example, Patricia don face this, but Patricia no win it for talk. Then me say no, I dey talk for Patricia about this. Let we get the confidence for you, but speak up on issues that really affect you. Na the only way that they go find solution. But if we not talk, nobody know will come for carrying. You say a problem share is also right.
Yeah.
So it better let we break the silence. Let we not take and say okay, if we report and nothing not will be done. Now there is something going on. There is already support we already done there for establish. I think say support go be. Even if inside salon no will get international bodies a day, we go willing, we go ready for support some of the issues there. So I just encourage we all as female journalists then, even though they do things back, not be mindful of how we do and be professional and be truthful. Because if you say this must say as you let this say truthful, you are not all like when we don't get relationship or one or two be don be
Yeah,
happen,
meet
I don
up,
find
yes.
talk wey something go bad now, you wan can say this person harass you, na him bad. Dey truthful, let be say, no, I don fail no kind way for let this man be, but this person still a persistent, dey do this thing. I think we for the truthful, even though they report, someone don say, okay, this I wan put am down. Because I don see them issues and this one, and they say, why I wan put you down? I know sir dey end am. So let we be truthful in doing in reporting some of the issues there, and ensure say why I don report this now, the two wey happen, and na the two take to go if I tin up now and talk anything.
Okay, so in name na Tina Marian Conte. Me na the Tina make him put before, but actually na the Marian Tina Conte na the right name, and she is also the senior project officer from the BBC Media Action. You don't can talk about the survey wey dem conduct on sexual harassment. So today we get very interesting discussion. Na NPA no more. Na him take light make we dey get interrupted from the program, but we have to apologize. We after the program done, we go try for edit time and bring the whole presentation of Tina, so we go get am very clear. The harassment wey dey go on at the newsroom, and we want to say plenty thank you to BBC Media Action for this particular survey. We know say e go make a huge impact, and we serve as Women's Voice Online TV. We get the platform. We go ensure say we amplify the voice them and try for talk about this, popularize am more often to our own media, and ensure say by the next 3 years when they go conduct another survey, then we will get the number for reduce. E go don minimize, everybody go down aware about sexual harassment. We get a lot of women they out there wey no even know wetin na sexual harassment. So more sensitization, more messages therefore they come to you in between with programs and na Women's Voice Online TV. We sorry for all the each and back and forth. We know say anything wey dey start new, e get challenges. We know say how we dey go now, so we dey improve on the challenges them. So once again, plenty take you time for watch this program. Join me back tomorrow for another edition. We will bring the program come to you today. My name na Femi Koka.
And me na Patricia Kabia.
Thank you very much.
Tata.
Thank you.
So pass the gun.
Hi, please tune in to Women's Voice Online TV for your news, entertainment, and remember, it's the only online TV that focuses on women and girls. Stay tuned, always.
Women's Voice Online TV.
You dey watch Women's Voice Online TV, ensure say every day you stay clue to the fine program them where they put every day.
Not to all success story easy, and not to all struggle self-visible. But for Boko woman and girl picking them, the journey is full up with Boko strength and sacrifice them. Now that makes this platform they exist for talk about things like this, for share real life experience them, for celebrate achievements them, and also for address certain challenges them where woman and girl picking them they face. Because for protect the cause of woman and girl picking them means say you for team up stronger one with them, you for listen to them, and you for also support them growth.
Women's Voice Online TV.
Watch Women's Voice Online every day and be part and parcel of this journey in the life of women.
Be you man or woman, tune in to Women's Voice Online TV.
Sometimes the day you they do something, but we for go viral, you know they go. When a good thing, where you come pe woman then go admire you and then go emulate you. But you know they be. But now that we get this online, I think say it will go far and wild, so that the other woman then go see the importance of woman there.
Inside Women's Voice Online TV, all voice matter and all stories set important. And this not only the beginning for protect the cause of woman and girl picking them.